go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, Franklin. It is Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. It is 4 o'clock p.m., and we are meeting for the Beer Board. First, I'd like to call the meeting to order and then begin by setting the agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda? Seeing no changes, I'll entertain a motion to set the agenda.
Motion to set the agenda.
I'll second that motion. The motion has been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The agenda is set. We'll also accept citizen comments. Are there any citizens here to speak to the Beer Board today? Seeing none, we'll move on to the approval of minutes. Consideration of approval of minutes from the July 9th, 2024 Beer Board meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second, the motion has been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes to approve the minutes from the July 9th meeting. Now moving on to new business. The first item for new business is the consideration of application of Waves, Inc., doing business as Brews and Grooves at the Eastern Flank Battlefield Park, 1368 Eastern Flank Circle, Franklin, Tennessee, 37064. Jacob Goings, managing agent for special event. Event date and hours are September 19th, 2024, 6 o'clock and to 9 o'clock p.m. Mr. Goings?
Yes, sir. So,
Am I saying the last name
yes,
correct?
that's right.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, so this is Mr. Goings. He's the Director of Development for Waves Incorporated. And the application and inspections are complete, so staff does recommend approval. And I will let Mr. Goings tell you a little bit about his event.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, to tell you a little bit about Waves first, so we've been serving Williamson County for about 50 years now. This is our third time throwing the event. It's going to be at Eastern Flank. Starts at 6 p.m. It's a fundraising event. So it's ticketed. Everyone who purchases a ticket has access to everything for free for the event. We have some event sponsors, and all proceeds go to support our services. And it's a concert event, so we have live music playing during it.
Great.
So have you done this before? Because I don't remember.
This is our third year doing it. I'm
Okay.
new to the company, so this is my
Okay.
fourth week there. So I haven't thrown it before, but we've done it a few times.
And you understand all of the don't serve to minors and the beer board regulations and all of that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Motion to approve.
Motion has been made to approve. I second the motion. All in favor of the motion to approve the consideration for the application of Waves? In favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. The motion passes and the approval is passed.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Waves.
Thank you, sir.
4 weeks in and they send you out to a board meeting.
Yeah.
All right, next up on the agenda under new business is the consideration of application of the West Haven Foundation doing business as Porch Fest, Magley Green Park, 191 Front Street, Franklin, Tennessee, 37064. Jill Tamalti is the managing agent for the special event, which will be held September 21st, 2024 from 5 to 10 p.m.
You don't see the applicant?
We don't have the applicant here. I did hear from Jill just a few minutes ago that Mark McCutcheon is going to appear on behalf. So perhaps, I do believe our next applicant is here, if it would be all right with the board to perhaps come back to that one.
The chair would entertain a motion to move this item to the last item on the agenda for today.
So move.
And second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The motion passes. So we'll move on to item number 5, which is the consideration of application of Red Lobster Restaurants, LLC, doing business as Red Lobster number 0620 at 1718 Galleria Boulevard in Franklin, Tennessee, 37067. Marie, is that right? Marie Surratt?
Yes.
Managing agent for on-premise consumption.
Yes.
Staff?
Yes, so this is Ms. Surratt, and she's the general manager for Red Lobster. This is, as you may be aware, an existing business here in the city, but there is a new owner, and so that's why we're before the board for a new beer permit. Just a couple of things to note on this one. So on the application, it was disclosed that there was a 30-day beer permit suspension at another Red Lobster in Memphis. And I did get clarification from the attorney for Red Lobster that actually it was not a beer permit suspension, it was a TABC suspension. So just wanted to clarify that. Regardless, it was not this location or this owner, so staff has no concerns with that, but I did want to just provide that clarification to you. And then we are still waiting on a valid certificate of occupancy. And so we would recommend approval contingent upon receiving a valid certificate of occupancy. But otherwise, the application is complete and the inspections are complete.
And again, the same question, you understand the rules that you need to abide by, the ABC rules, the beer board rules, the beer permit rules. So cover a little bit how you changed ownership. Do you mind?
I do know, I think the final sale will be on the 5th of September, I believe is what I heard from, I believe it's Fortress Investments, is the one that is going to buy us out.
So is that's the CD that you, I mean,
Correct. The
yes,
certificate of
CO.
Yes, correct. That was what was shared with us from the attorney as well, that there's still some things to work out with completing the ownership change. And until that happens, we will not have a valid certificate of occupancy. They're just a little ahead of the game, going ahead and getting before the beer board in anticipation of that happening in the next few weeks.
But it's open and you're still serving, aren't you?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
And
Under the existing
Under the
permit.
existing beer permit, and that is still valid, and it doesn't become valid until the ownership change actually happens. So,
And do you anticipate I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you anticipate most of the staff that will be responsible for serving beer to our community will be held on through the transition?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't anticipate losing anyone.
Perfect. And
They all know about the sale and everything that's going on.
Great. And any new staff that does come on will be trained pursuant to
Absolutely.
your
They get
Red
their-
Lobster corporate guidelines as well as our community guidelines.
Yep, and they get their ABC cards within 30 days. I think the actual limit is 60, but I give them 30, just
Get
to
it done.
make sure and get it done.
We appreciate that.
Motion to approve?
Second, the motion has been made and properly seconded. All in favor?
Mr. Chair, may I
Contingent
please
upon
get
the-
that motion to be contingent upon receipt
The
of the
CO.
valid? Sorry to interrupt.
The motion, the chair would entertain a motion an amended motion.
Motion to approve contingent upon the applicant receiving their CO.
And I'll second that as well. And in favor of the amended motion?
Yes, aye.
Aye. 2-0, the motion passes. Thank you. And now moving on to the last item for new business.
Yes, so I
Do we know if the
believe-
applicant is here
Yeah,
for
I
this?
do believe we have the applicant here, perhaps for the West Haven Foundation? No? No, all right.
No.
Well, then staff would recommend deferral to the September meeting for that item.
Motion to defer.
Motion to defer.
Second. In favor of deferral?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to defer passes 2-0. Any other business, staff, for the beer board to handle today?
I have none.
Chair would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second, in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn passes. See you next time.